What is going on? I'm zmoT, and I have never been this late before. I feel like I'm like the bunny rabbit from Alice in Wonderland or something like that. We are going to jump into Warships. I have got to pick up some things, make sure code zmoT is in the shop, and then jumping into Warships. I am going to start at rank 13 and a change, I do believe. And we are at 1340.60, and I am at 6 out of 6 chests. I don't think I've ever started a season at 6 out of 6. I've started many at 4 out of 4 back in the day, but 6 out of 6, was it 4 out of 4 before? Is that right? Anyways, we are going to collect all of these things. I am going to quickly look at the tech tree. I did a mini itty bitty sneak peek on this. The tech tree for this, from what I understand, is very, very, very straightforward. I'm going to give you all of the details. Got some details from the Join at Own Risk folks. These guys writes about here, and I'm just going to blindly follow what they say. Hopefully it helps you out. Let's see where their top player is. Alpha Shark leading the charge in rank 17. Commander J Doom, then Kurd, then Space Donkey, and Zed Buddha. Zed Buddha, where are you at Canada-wise? Baby Shark and General Electric, number 1 and 2. Well done. Clearly doing okay there. Zen Buddha down here. Anyways, let's jump in. We're going to talk Warships, and the basic plan here is we are going to max the gunboat, we are going to max the landing crafts, we are going to get cannons and flamethrowers, and then warriors, and then we're going to go forwards, and we're going to get mortars, and we're going to get Cryoneers to tick 4 because of that bug. And if you haven't seen the bug, they are shocking buildings. Now, putting some tokens into Cryoneers, you're kind of banking on Supercell not fixing it because that is a bug. I kind of assume they'll fix it at some point, but they're just tokens, and there's not a lot of need for tokens this season, so you might as well do it. You know what? Let's just do it, shall we? Let's get this thing. I haven't planned this at all, by the way. I have no idea. Typically, I go into one of the planners or the spreadsheets and I figure out where the heck I'm going to be. Wouldn't normally max the gunboat, but today we're going to do that. We're going to get our flares up to tick 4. We're going to get our cannons up to tick 4. That is going to give us the maximum build count there. Then we're going to get our warriors rocking and rolling, maxing them out. Not entirely sure what we're going to do with adrenaline. I assume it's going to get maxed, but we'll do that in a second. Into the next engine room. Taking a little breath. We've got 3 now. And then into mortars, into cryos, into flares. And you'll see that we are very, very short of that tech. So that's okay. We're going to get our mortars up and our dude ladies up to tick 4 and our ticked flares up to tick 3. And now we're getting close. We need a little bit more, though. Need a little bit more. Getting that maxed and that maxed. And we are awfully close, so we might as well get some of this good action. Come on. Get us up to 600, would you? Oh, we're short stuff. So I'm going to have to do some attacks here just because I'm short tokens. Code zmoT. That was not... I was attempting to click on the tokens, but it did not work. So we're going to have to do some attacks at the 3 engine room level, which isn't the worst thing. It kind of reinforces something that I say at the start of every season, and that is just lose. Lose some battles. I don't lose on purpose, but you're going to have to lose some battles to figure some things out, and that's kind of okay. We are going to line up some flamethrowers like this, and I am going to deploy some cannons along this to try to shoot some stuff. I don't really have a plan whatsoever. I'm just going to send these things out. Might have wanted to send one of those engine rooms over to the right, but we're going to go something like this, just trying to catch something out. This is not a great base. It's probably not even a good base, to be completely honest, but hoping that these mortars hit some things as they go by, hoping some cannons shoot some things as they go by, and we'll just throw these things back here. I'm going to get our chest timer going, and then we'll, you know what, let's just bring you along for the ride, shall we? I don't know. We got some flares, so maybe we do 3 and 4 and just an absolute gong show. Don't tune out. It's going to be worth a laugh, I promise. We're going to send you over here, and then once you guys start shooting, we'll send you guys over here, and then we'll send you over here. And the flamethrowers are still shooting, even though they're cryoneered. So that bug that I was talking about is not a bug on warships, or they fixed it while I slept, or somewhere in between. So our troops are spreading in decent manners, at least, and our cryoneers are doing decent things. If we were to get into that next engine room level, we would have better things. We would have the shield, we would have artillery, but alas, I thought that bug was still happening, and it's clearly not. So this, for those of you who already knew that was the case, we are in a bad state of affairs, but it's kind of worth the laugh at the same time. We're just going to get this stuff frozen. I am going to get away from those mortars as fast as I possibly can and hope that we can somehow get this last engine room down, that mortar does not shoot our... Now, we could just flare back in there. That was awful. Just straight awful. And this is why you do a little bit more reconnaissance before you start attacking. And our opponents are using brick. And I've heard many people cursing, saying that people with brick are kicking their butts. We are going to skip brick. Brick is a false path, maybe. Possibly. We're going to go something like this and get all of these guys going, and we're just going to flare engine room to engine room and kind of hope that our flare expires in the next couple seconds so that our cryos do a little bit of freezing. And here goes everything. Just awful sauce. We are losing troops left, right, and center, but not nearly as bad as last time, so just going to get our Cryoneers to start shooting, and then we're just going to get a move on. Going engine room to engine room clearly was the play, and we missed that, but we don't have smoke. Thankfully, those gosh darn flamethrowers were frozen a little bit, so we are going to get a couple more engine rooms, and I am giantly getting my ass handed to me. And that, I suppose, is why you start planning or you copy a base, because everyone is just walking right through us with brick, and they have shield. They have 6 extra chests. We are just getting crushed, so I am going to hide my head in shame and collect these chests, then we'll go forwards. Okay, so the timer is going. That's the important part, but that adrenaline cost is just so much. I was trying to avoid going shield, but we just have to do it. And that is cheaper, and it's gonna get us there eventually. And we are now 5 short. So I gotta go back to the well, get a little bit more, and then we can get to that next engine room. Just terrible planning on my part. We even managed to get a win, the first win of the day, which is fantastic. Let's be honest, it was only a matter of time. Anyways, we have finally got the tech. Took a little minute, and now it's so bad, my friends. This is so bad. One of the good things about this tech tree, though, is if you want to add some stat nodes, they're all the same price. 22 keys for all of them. So whether you get this one or this one back here really doesn't matter. We're going to pick this one because, you know what? Let's just try and pick something that unlocks. No, they're all basically exactly the same. So they're not going to unlock anything new here. You can see that every single one of them unlocks nothing new for us. So we're just going to pick this one because it looks nice. We're going to get a little bit of troop damage, and just like that, we can start moving forwards again. Hooray! Just so poorly executed by me. And now we're out of keys. We are going to get that next troop damage, then some sniper towers, and we're just going to move our way forwards. Ugh, just so brutal. We're going towards artillery. I have made all the mistakes, but we can finally start looking at the top leaderboard. We can go to the top of the task force and we can look at Alpha Shark's base and we can see decent things. Too far along. They've got boom mines and sniper towers, so we need to go a little bit lower. Let's see what zmoT has got for us. Same things. So all of the people with all of the things, we need to temper our expectations a little bit. Find a base. Heisenberg in gold. Well done. Everyone's got all the things. So this video gets you started. It shows you that planning is important. It shows you that the cryo bug does not work on warships. It shows you not to waste your tokens on the crystal shield protector, even though it actually does some good things for us. We've got warriors, we've got a little bit of troop damage, and I finally have the semblance of a plan. So I'm going to put this out. This is your season 82 goodness, showing that zmoT is not super well organized and is drowning in life, but we'll be back tomorrow. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of a chuckle, made you feel good about your season, and we'll be back soon. I'm zmoT. Thanks for coming in. Peace.